At first, I remember coming here the first night and I absolutely broke down to Becky. And I never cry. I don't cry because through domestic violence, I used to say I was a wimp or, this, that and the other if I cried. So I got to that point where I never cried, even to the point I've had a broken eye socket, this, that, the other. I've never cried. I don't cry. But it was like a relief as soon as I got here, and keeping in mind I only got the clothes that I was wearing and a couple of bits and bobs, but I literally just got in there. I just cried to Becky and she gave me the biggest hug. And I just thought, I'm going to be all right. No matter what, I'm going to be all right. I've been here since October. I come from a mental hospital. I've been in there 3.5 weeks from trying to kill myself. I was an alcoholic, just come out of domestic violence from 5 years. And just didn't want to be here, didn't want to do anything. Even though I've got children, lovely children, they weren't even keeping me going. So luckily the hospital got me and they kept me for 3.5 weeks, got me stable. Did try to harm myself a little bit in there, but it was getting easier. So yeah, I moved over here, phoned these, and I was here the next day, and that was it. I always thought it's going to be a nightmare, because when you say women's refuge, you panic. I've heard bad things about refugees, full stop, but it got to a point where I was that desperate, but I knew that I was doing the right thing for my kids to come here, because I come here and I didn't tell my family or anybody for about 2 months that I was here, because I just wanted to prove to myself, I think, and I was just desperate. I couldn't let anybody in at that time other than these lot, and I built the trust up with these lot, and it just all come naturally. Everything. I don't think there's nothing that I haven't had. I've had emotional support. Like even now, I'm still going through courts. There's, it's still, I haven't got a court date yet. These will still support me through it, like, because I'm doing so well. But yeah, I've had help in every single way. Like I say, literally brought me back to life. It has literally, that's how serious it is. But I've had counselling. I've had a what lady from the what centre thing. She was lovely, Julie. She's helped me. She was happy to carry on. She was happy to stop. She let me take control of that. I can't even explain. It's just everything. Literally everything. And like my tablets as well, my medication, since being here, I take them the same day, every day, keeping on a balance, that's a good thing. My alcohol course, obviously they couldn't force me to go to it, but it was sort of an agreement. If I'm here, then I go on that. And it's been the best thing, because no matter how depressed I used to get, I knew I had to go there once a week, and it'd get me out until the next time I had to go. And it's been really good. And then look, I've had panic attacks now, I've stopped them. It's just amazing. I haven't thought about self-harming since I've been here. I think I had a little blip, I think it was about a month in, and I told these, and they were like, they come and check on me all the time, like every hour they were checking just to make sure I was all right. Then they were sort of like, after a couple of days, they'd be like, right, we're here if you need us, and they just work with how you want to be worked with, because sometimes they know to leave me alone, which is, I know it sounds terrible, but I know they're at the end of the phone, and whereas now I know I'm safe, I know how to deal with it. And the safety here is that it's 24/7, so you've got somebody there constantly, which is such a relief. And especially because as they was learning me, they knew my triggers, and they help you try and, if they know it's a trigger for you, then they'll try and help around that. It did feel lonely. It's very lonely. And again, you think going back to the perp and stuff like that, but I just knew it was the right time. And because it's so calm in here, and my room was lovely, the girls are lovely, they tried to help with anything. If I did, no food or anything, they would help me with everything. They'd done like a little package of body sprays and that for when you walked in. Room was lovely and fresh. It was just lovely. So, and it felt like mine. And it's the first thing that I've had for 5 years that's mine. It's like a cute little community here, because it's so small. Look, the place is big, but there's only a few people, so it gets personal. You can't help but be personal with each other. So it's been an amazing journey. Like I said, they literally brought me back to life. That's how I see it.